Hey there, Four States. This is Luke Taylor, and welcome to another edition of the KNEO Community Connection. We're on the phone today with Krista Haley, and she's the director of an upcoming production at the Stained Glass Theater of Joplin. It's called Barbecuing Hamlet, and she's going to tell us today what it's all about. And hey, Krista, thanks, and it's good to talk to you again.
Hi, Luke. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to tell you guys about my show today.
Yeah, we're excited to hear about it. So maybe that's where we should start. What is Barbecuing Hamlet all about?
Barbecuing Hamlet is a comedy, and it follows Margot Daly, a theater director from New York. She has been hired to direct Shakespeare's Hamlet in an unspecified small-town community theater. She comes in, she is all business, she is ready to direct Hamlet on the same scale that she is used to, but she finds out really quickly that she is up against a creative arts council that is absolutely set in their ways. They have strict guidelines that they never deviate from. And then we get to meet the actors that come in to auditions. They all have, shall we say, conflicting personalities. Uh-huh. So Margot ends up having to direct a Hamlet with only a handful of actors, none of which get along. And then the show just goes from there. We get to see auditions. We get to see Margot having multiple breakdowns. And then we actually get to see part of the performance of Hamlet. And it wraps up with a bit of an unexpected conclusion at the end.
Well, I remember talking to you back in December last year, and you all were doing a Christmas show, and it's kind of similar to this. It was about a play within a play. And so is that what drew you to want to work on this one as well?
Well, I did not plan to do two similar-ish shows back-to-back. I want to do Barbecuing Hamlet since 2020. And this one is different enough that I figured it was okay for me to go with it. And so I went for it, and I'm really glad. I know the audience is really going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, I bet. And so you've been with Stained Glass Theater for a while now. Can you tell us a little bit about your history with them?
Yeah, I've been involved-ish with Stained Glass Theater for 20 plus years. I think I was 16 or 17 the first couple of shows I did, and then life happened, took a few breather years. Came back in 2014 with Pride and Prejudice. And then I really got involved again. I think it was 2019 with Southern Fried Funeral. And then after that, it kind of just snowballed. They asked me to help with set design. And then they asked me to run social media. And then they said, hey, do you want to be on the board of directors? And then after that, they're like, okay, now do you want to actually direct a show? So here I am 3 shows later and already planning my show for next season too. So Great. It's been a lot of fun.
That's quite a history there. So
yes.
And one thing I like about Stained Glass Theater shows is they always have a great message. And what would you say is the message of Barbecuing Hamlet?
Okay, so I am autistic and I take things very literally. So unless we are doing a show that is absolutely Bible-based, I struggle to find more meaning in the show than just the enjoyment of it. But this one, I knew you were going to ask me, so I thought long and hard about it, and this is what I came up with. And in this show is at cross purposes. They are all so different from each other that they don't even try to get along for a good portion of the show. And that made me think of how easy it is to immediately dismiss or ignore or look down on people who we view as differently from ourselves, whether it is the way they dress, the way they talk, even cultural divides. And Jesus expects us to look beyond that. He finds value in everyone, no matter what. And he expects us to treat others the way we would want to be treated, with love and compassion and understanding.
Yeah, well, and that's definitely a great message that just when people are different from us, we can still come together, unite around a common cause. Yes. And so a show like this can help people to think about ways they can do that in their life. And and I'm sure there's people out there listening who'd like to maybe come check out Barbecuing Hamlet. And I think, have you already had your show start last week?
No, we actually start on Thursday. Tonight is our very last rehearsal. We have a dress rehearsal tonight, and we open on Thursday.
Oh, well, okay. So tell people where, if they want to find out more information about this show and find out ticket information and all that, where do you send them?
So we have our links up on Facebook and Instagram. We have ticket links in all of our posts that are going up. So it's easy just to click on those links and find them. And we run Thursday through Saturday, beginning this Thursday. Our Thursday through Saturday performances are at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:15. And then on Sundays, we have a matinee performance only, and that is at 2:30, and our doors open at 1:45.
Okay, well, there's the times, and if people want to find out more information, they can go check that out. I always like keeping up with Stained Glass Theater on Facebook and seeing the pictures they post throughout the year and always knowing when those next shows are coming up. So we've been speaking today with Krista Haley, and she's the director for Barbecuing Hamlet, and it's opening up this week. Hey, Krista, thanks for joining us again on KNEO.
Thank you so much. I was glad to be here.